every night comfort. It's the lowest price of the season on the P5 Smart Bed. Check it out.
Looks like I painted my abs, dude.
sleepnumber.com today.
Truly a must-win game. We say it all the time, but this is win or go home elimination game at the Men's College World Series. You win, you come back tomorrow afternoon against Coastal Carolina, and you would need to beat them twice to get to the championship series that starts on Saturday. So Ryan Danielewicz comes out, eye black all over the place, rally caps for Dax Whitney, the Beavers and their fan base. And Tucker Piven comes on in a 2-0 count against the cleanup man Wilson Weber, and it is nail-biting time in Omaha.
Yeah, Piven, 4 saves on the year, looking for number 5. Most of that sinker slider guy, occasional curveball, occasional changeup. This could be heavy fastball, sinking fastball, and a slider. I tell you what, the slider has been the pitch for him. The board's hitting just 115 off that.
There's going to be more burps.
Schweitzer had the 8. Danielewicz got the 9th. And now Piven follows, and that's out 3-0. Wilson Weber has walked and has singled. These teams played a crazy one on Friday. Piven's 3-0. Misses in a 4-pitch walk. Puts the tying run aboard. Well, Berkey, let's start with this. How'd you feel about Schweitzer not coming back for the 9th inning?
Well, I think it's a similar situation to when these teams met the first time on Friday night, where Schweitzer had a scoreless 8th and then went out there in the 9th and gave up a run to the top of the order that was due up in that inning. So I think my guess is their thinking, Ben, was let's give them a different look. Arquette and Turley had success off of him the last time.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Danielewicz and Piven have been outstanding.
And I get A.J. Singer squaring, but that's a ball. With the corners racing in, and momentum building for Oregon State.
See how Louisville plays this defensively. Do they try to, do they just get an out? Do they try to get the lead out here? What's Monroe going to do? Anytime you see the third baseman just hanging there, that means the pitcher has the third base side. The first baseman obviously is going to take the first base side. But Ted Davis is very aggressive, and a left field first baseman, if you make a bad bunt.
Yo, Yasin's, what up, dog? Hell Sore, what up, dog?
You just got to throw a strike right now and take your medicine. And if it's bunted hard enough back to you or to the first baseman, maybe you get the lead out over the third.
And this is Piven pitching for the second time in 3 days. Only done that a couple of times this year, and never after the length he gave on Sunday. 2-1. Singer bunts it foul, and it's 2-2.
You can see Singer really tried with the bat there to kind of slug it towards third base. Late, he made a move with the bat. Because Davis is so in his face, he's making sure he doesn't get it up the first base side, and with that, he just topped it.
You gonna want him again here, 2-2?
It's a tough call. Yes, probably not. I'd probably let him swing. A Singer can run. I'd probably take my chances with him swinging the bat.
Tucker Piven's 2-2. Singer lights it into right field. King on the run.
You gotta make a play.
Oregon State's got him loaded in the 9th inning.
Oh, I'm not doing burpees. I'm upper body right now. I gotta get my shoulders. I just gotta get.
Gain just a little extra level of focus because they know how much they need to deliver for their team. And Singer gets a sinker that just doesn't do much and just carves it into right field. Eddie King lets it fall.
Trying to get my shoulders better.
Runners in scoring position of the ball game. Now didn't score anybody because Turley played it so safe at second base.
But I'm all right with that.
Yeah, that's right.
Turley, Weber, and Singer aboard for now. Tice Peterson. Junior DH swings through the first one from Piven. Again, Piven with the final 4 innings Sunday in an elimination game against Arizona. Shutout work, 5 hits, couple Ks, 53 pitches, like Ben said. Couple couple walks and a bunt single from Peterson.
Yo, I don't know how to say that name. Abdul Bori. Zagov.
Tucker Bivens, the most versatile piece. Dan McDonald was telling us the local pitching staff. Team USA over the summer last year as a reliever. Berkey told me a lot of closing experience. Nobody out in the ninth inning. The 1-1. Taking it away 2-1.
Kind of tugging that sinker bit. That's a couple times that we've seen him throw. Yeah, that sinker is almost always designed to be to the arm side. He keeps tugging it there to the glove side, away from these right-handed hitters.
Loaded up. Bivens 2-1. Peterson on the ground to short it. Alisea through the wickets. Totally and Weber score. This game is tied.
How did they let that happen? Why is this guy chewing on his gum like he's not fucking retarded?
I gotta wonder here if the runner really affected Alisea. This is a tough one here. The ball and the runner kind of arrived at the same time, and Alisea just kind of whips it, man. I just don't think he got a great look at it. I think the runner affects him, and he ends up way inside the baseball.
What's not correct?
6-4-3 ends up nobody out in a tie ball game.
Louisville is so good on defense.
Chaos. Epic shot. And now Dan McDonald's coming out. The first 5 have reached for the Beavers in the top of the 9th. And they pulled even. A 3-spot already. Still nobody out. And Louisville is trying to slow this thing down. I mean,
This ain't a pitching
Papacito.
team meeting right here.
I'm Keystone Poppy.
Rally caps.
Keystone Poppy.
Second base.
Throwing fucking 95-mile-an-hour fastballs right at your chin.
to 1 in second. Oh, this is what Oregon State has talked about. Doing it the hard way. Mitch Kaler said it again to us this morning. He
No
said,
Papi
"This is
Mang.
the story."
Papi Mang.
He said, "How
I'm
much
Papi
more
Mang."
joy will it bring our team and our fans if we come out of this
Tennis with rollerblades is a sick idea. Technomancer, I'm with you.
backs against the wall?
Tennis on rollerblades sounds, or pickleball, sounds like a cool idea. Also,
Had one of the heroic
being able to throw forearm shivers should be allowed.
first pitch. And Craig swings through the breaking ball. Craig had a massive hit in the 9th inning in game 1 of the Super Regional against Florida State.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the only other game
2 balls,
this kind of 9th inning comeback for Oregon State all season.
maybe 3.
Craig told us the other day that moment is why you play the game. For big moments just like that one. Told us it was definitely the biggest moment of his career. Told us it was the loudest crowd he'd ever heard in his life. And he said he took a deep breath and realized the stage he had. He's got another one here today. Bivens 0-2. Trips up and away.
I found it on the side of the road.
Two improbable 9th innings between these teams. Days. 2.
They're leaning on that slide.
I found it on the side of the road.
But with that wall,
It was on.
for me in this position right here, it's too
It was.
I gotta create a ground ball hopefully into that wall.
It was close by. I just picked it up.
Top of the zone. A strikeout for Biven, and there's one away.
He leaned on that slider. He finally got
One more. One more.
right at the top of the zone. Where you think it's up? You see it up?
One more.
Watching Bendis breaking ball.
One more.
But a huge pitch and a huge result for Louisville here.
So one away. And now it's Carson McIntyre, who came up for the left-hand hitting Houston to home the sixth inning. He is struck out and grounded out to short. A move over to third. Seeing if anything's on there.
Maybe, yeah. Safety certainly an option right here. This is where Ted Davis is first base. Like, yeah, you might get a ground ball, but to cheat in and really be anticipating a safety squeeze is probably your primary role here.
Aiming on the breaking ball again to start out McIntyre with strike one. Biven deals. That's a strike, and it's 0-2.
He's throwing a couple of those top zone breaking balls, Ben. I know traditionally you're not trying to do that, but it's been successful. We've seen the Beaver hitters just can't pull the trigger at that one.
What scares me about elevated pitches, though, I mean, you're just trying to shove a ball deep enough. And when you elevate a ball in the zone, it gives the hitter an opportunity to push it deep enough for a sac fly.
Biven deals. Put away with a fastball at 96.
Dude, I am 100% stoned.
That might have been for a little short.
For sure.
Slider's been a pitch.
What?
Chases, and there's two down. Big time home.
Wait, is there a spirit in here?
This pitch here had a mind of its own, folks. The best breaking ball by Biven by far.
Oh. Oh.
Goes a fastball up, just kind of changes the eye level a little bit, and right behind it.
What are you, a seeker, dude?
Breaking ball. That ball moved.
Are you a seeker from Harry Potter? Yeah, it's a fly. I just saw it.
So
Yeah.
there's 2 outs and a deep breath for
Just
Tucker
came
Biven.
through again. How the fuck are you seeing that? You're a seeker, dude. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, dude. Uh-oh, dude. Dude. I gotta be careful. How do we say it in Spanish? Peligro.
Right now tied at 6.
Yo, this fly is crazy right now. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, dude. Dude, here comes my... Yo, what up? I'll make you uncomfortable.
This event have overcome a 3-run deficit.
Oh, look at this
to
motherfucker.
avoid elimination.
This dude came from out the cut. Yeah, we need another rug. And a fucking fur coat, dude. We need another rug and a fur coat.
Tucker Biven picks up Alex Alisea and keeps this game tied at 6.
Come on, really?
Oregon State has battled all season. Their superstar shortstop Iva Arquette got it started. Gavin Turley and company tie it.
Oh, gracias. I know peligro means danger. Cuidado, yeah.
That's me.
Slippery when wet.
People just know they can save hundreds on car
Oh, yeah.
insurance by checking
We
all
got the
state
fucking
first.
danger man right here. Rodney Dangerfield.
Is that your car?
I get no respect.
We got fucking Rodney Dangerfield over here,
Before
dude.
going through the car wash. Yeah, checking first is smart. So
Cuidado.
check all state first and save when you click or call.
Wait, isn't cuidar though? The verb cuidar
Gone
means
from being an adventure
busy.
to
to a
or whatever,
checklist.
right?
But the world is
Wait,
still full of
Quidar.
You just need a better way to find it.
Quidar
Introducing
means
Airbnb experiences. Master ramen with
Bon Jovi.
Dive into underground jazz with renowned
Wait,
bassists.
Quidar
Or
means.
visit Notre Dame with her.
Dang, my Spanish sucks.
Don't just see a place. Experience it.
This is a meal. Melty, cheesy,
No, not
toasty.
Qatar, dude.
Fantastic.
Or not guitar.
Sandwiches.
No,
It just
Quidar.
looks good at Panera.
It means.
Fix that thing.
Like busy.
Gorilla tape.
Of course.
Double thick adhesive for a whole
It means like to be busy.
jobs on planet Earth. And for a clear fix, try Crystal Clear Gorilla Tape.
2 crazy games in 5 days for Louisville and Oregon State. Alex Alisea, unfortunately, has been right in the middle of it.
We're not gonna figure out the Spanish vocab right now. Oh, that's a bad play.
Both opportunities that were not finished end up allowing runs to score. This one right here, the inning would have still been alive.
Yeah, you can't throw it unless you
Instead
have
of them losing the lead, they had held the lead by 1. You know, nobody feels worse.
Talk about not having any fundamental. You better hit a home run, dude.
Lead off the ninth.
You have to hit a home run.
To walk off the Beavers here by being a leadoff base run.
Yeah, if he gets on and scores, nobody.
You gave up all those errors, dude.
Against Kellen Oaks, who got a double play in the
He's gonna bond for a base hit. You're down.
for ball 1 to Alisea, who was squaring. What a swing by Iva Arquette, the biggest home run we've seen hit here at 418 feet. Alisea pulls back, and it's 2-0 from Oaks.
Dude, trying to bunt for a base hit, dude.
Alisea is playing, as we
Dude,
talked
you
about
can't
all
run,
weekend,
he's
and
4
into this
foot
week.
4.
Because Dan McDonald said it checked
Mark, what up, dog?
He said Alisea personifies
No, he's shorter than that.
of this team. 2-1.
He might be short.
He's shorter than that.
A program that fought to get Louisville back to this stage. First trip back to Omaha since 2019. 3-1.
No.
I think he got the corner.
No. Show the strike zone.
He painted that
Show
corner.
the strike zone.
This 3 of 4
That's
NCAA
no.
I don't want to see the strike zone. I'm looking at the plate.
Yes, me too. That was away.
Doesn't know nothing about it.
That was right down the fucking meat house. You can't waste that 3-1 pitch like that, dude. Right down the fucking wheelhouse.
Taking that opportunity.
Here we go.
Cash in on it.
Just off the edge, ball 4. What a take
No, that was a ball.
by Alisea, who had told
You
us
know that was a ball. Which one was closer, that one or the other one? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that's definitely a ball.
I would have called it. They get
No, those are both balls.
No, those are. That is those umpires get paid by the
Dude,
game.
you hesitated. You know that is. That's a ball.
Those guys get paid by the game.
You hesitate. That.
Moving.
Well, let's get it moving, yeah, but
Things going on. They gotta go home and pack.
that was a ball all day.
33 bags you see for Alex Alisea.
Umpires gotta go home and get paid and get to the next game.
Yeah, I think
This guy's scared.
Lucas Moore bunts here, don't you, Ben? You got to be able, you got to make them pick the ball up and throw out the fastest guy on the
I'm
field.
from
And then
planet
you
Earth,
get
dude.
your runner.
Maybe not, dude.
Yeah, Roe and King a chance to win it.
Could be from.
Four squares, pops it up. Long way to go from Weber and out of this reach. Nearly
First off,
gifted
if
to Oregon
it's
State.
a bunt, you don't square up and just stand there.
No, you get going, dude.
Make your heart skip a beat if you're in it.
So the ball moves.
Get the fuck going, dude. He's saying it. No, he's saying, what the fuck are we doing, dude? Who's making these calls? Get him out.
Fabulous season this year.
Why also are their jerseys black?
Squares, he pops up another. Now Dan McDonald wants a
Who the
timeout.
fuck taught these dudes how to bunt, dude?
He needs to chat with
Stand back in the box.
There's a lot of
and run
programs that
through
work
it.
on bunting. None more.
Well, if you're doing a sack bunt, you're catching it. But if you are doing a fucking drag bunt, that? You should never have your bat like this when you're bunting.
I think so.
Should never be down, dude. You know you're gonna put a fly ball up. He did it on purpose.
He's probably not going to hit the double play. But what you don't want is that you fear the strikeout and the runner doesn't advance.
Coach is fucking reaming him out, dude. Coach said, "What the fuck are you doing?" He said, "What the fuck are you doing? You dumb fuck. What have I taught you all year?" My boy wants a base hit. He wants his draft status to go up. My boy said, "Coach, honestly, gotta say fuck you. I'm trying to get my draft stock. I don't want to go in the 3rd round, Coach. I want that 1st round signing bonus, dude. I need a 1st round signing bonus." Oh my God, this guy might fucking do it. This guy might fucking do it. He's saying right now, "Coach, why did you make me try and bunt, you fucking idiot?" Oh my God. He's striking out, you know that for sure. Right here. Nah, he's in this pitcher's head. My boy is in this pitcher's head like there's no tomorrow. Catcher interference. Catcher, dude. My boy just made.
Oh boy, that catcher is in a fucking world. Holy shit.
Let's see it. Replay it.
47 years old.
No, replay it. Replay it.
He lets it get so deep into the mid that it's almost.
Oh. First base. Go to first base, sir. Go to first base, sir. That's a fucking amazing at bat right there.
What are you gonna do, bro?
That was a championship at bat right there.
He's saying, what do you do wrong? Can you show me that in the book?
Oh, sir.
Baseball coach.
It blatantly,
Sit down and shut your fucking
the
mouth.
dirt flew out of the catcher's glove, dude.
He swung on those two. It
And
was.
the bat didn't
It
hit
doesn't
the
shock me this happened, but he's hitting it
Bad
literally out of the
day.
mid.
No ball.
He's letting it get
Yeah.
as deep as he can. And why wouldn't he? I mean, you gotta respect
Dude,
the break.
smoked
You got
it.
2 strikes on you. You're just trying to.
He went ham and bone,
that
dude.
big fat guy, because he'll kill
What are they
everybody
talking
in
about,
the
though?
stadium.
How many seconds?
No, what are they discussing right now?
Because they're on overtime.
What's wrong with this? That's catcher interference.
Yeah.
Did it hit the bat first? No, did it hit the bat first?
0.
None, huh?
Oregon State is challenging the call of catcher's interference. The previous plays under video review.
Oh no, I just saw it.
Mitch Canham, it is something that is subject to a
It
challenge.
hit the bat
Catcher's
first.
interference
Yeah,
with the
they call it
batter's
catcher's
swing is allowed.
No, I know the bat hit the ball before it hit the glove.
But you can do it in spots like this, so you can
Watch.
challenge
But it
this.
doesn't matter.
If you're
Yeah,
Mitch
it does.
Canham, and let's try to
He
listen
still
to
gets
it.
the base.
No.
Time. That's catcher's interference. First.
Casey, those are all over it again. And couldn't hear it as much as you could see it on the replay we showed where
It's a foul ball if it's the other thing.
got bent down by the back.
No, he's on. That's what they call catcher interference. But watch.
Yeah, this is the look right here.
Oh no, never mind. That top view. Yeah.
That wasn't even the same pitch.
Yeah, it was. That top view though that they showed, it looked like the bat hit the ball first.
Steal strikes a little bit lower in the zone, maybe closer to home plate. That number, when you measure.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do,
the
right?
last few years.
You gotta be button here, right, Berkey? Even though we don't have one this year, you've got to do it. Now,
Hold on to your
what
top,
are you
Bull.
gonna put on right here?
Get some going here.
She's trying to drop tats.
So you say is the will play on here? Probably gonna get a ticket
This
on
is
your
the College World Series.
Will play on.
Where is it?
Omaha, Nebraska. This is Louisville.
Dude, what's today?
Well, Oregon State, I get, but how is not the fan? Oh, you're right. Never mind.
There's gotta be something going on today.
Missed
Well,
about
Susan.
2 months with a broken
Yeah, but it's
bone
gotta be
in
a
his
holiday
wrist.
for them.
And a few days later, Dan McDonald had a captain's meeting with the 5 captains, Klein one of them. And at the end of it, Dan
Holiday?
McDonald took out his phone and showed Matt Klein
For the Jews? A Jewish holiday?
the most famous home run
Oh,
in this event
shit.
to walk off a national championship.
They're always on holiday.
Morrison missed 42 games with a broken hamate bone, only to return, eventually swing, and eventually do that.
Only home run.
So you alright?
No, he's about to vomit, dude.
Here's Matt
Is he
Klein
gonna
right
throw
in the
up in
middle
the
of something
shirt?
at CWS.
What a pussy, dude.
But is that
It's fucking baseball, bro.
only able to watch?
Chill out.
Klein does square, bunts it in front of home plate.
Oh, are you kidding me?
And they're loaded with nobody out.
You have to be kidding me.
This has been a
That was, bro, that was.
You would never. You would
Be
never.
out on that field,
You know you're.
and that son of a bitch would be out there in a
You
heartbeat.
know, so it doesn't feel quite as big as if this game was not tied, but it just more another example
You
of
don't
the
try to
pressure that's
scoop
out
the
there
ball.
right now.
Not when you're a pitcher. Not when you're a pitcher. You field the ball.
Bro, he looked like he was gonna throw it.
Bro, he had all the time in the world too. Just scoop and score, dude.
Walk out to the mound.
Scoop and score, dude.
17 pitches. There is action in the Beavers.
Oh my gosh, no.
Surprising they
No,
didn't
look,
run
they
some
got
sort
the
of
eight
action
ball.
to try to keep the runner from going to third.
This guy
They basically played that one just straight
with
up.
the fucking chin.
I really thought we were going to get a pick behind the runner at second like you typically do. Try to
They
keep
gotta
it
put
to
the
back,
chin in?
maybe Try to put the wheel play on and get that
Chin,
lead out
though.
over third.
And look who's coming in.
They gotta put the boy Chin Wonder in here.
More than a month before he pitched on Sunday against
I
Coastal
like how they have to
Carolina.
run out
He
of
looked
there.
Oh, check the hands,
all
dude.
of a sudden,
You don't got the
first
sap on there?
with saving Oregon
Honey?
State's season.
Oh, salt and honey
Enters
on the index
your
finger.
bases loaded, no
I used to put white vinegar, dude.
in this elimination game. in
Dry out that fucking index finger, dude. Any degreaser. Spray it with brake clean. Or you pack a chew. Pack a chew, scrape the tin out.
Put on the ball. Are you a caddy?
Nah, all you gotta do is take a little fucking 2000 grit sandpaper.
Under your finger.
Maybe these two.
Nice birdie.
Yes, he is a very nice bird.
If you ain't cheating, you're not trying. First of all, if I'm scalding off my index finger to get a better pitch, that's tenacity, right?
Now has 3
Well, yeah, until the umpire sees the blood on the ball.
That's trying hard. I know the blood on the ball used to happen.
some of the strongest.
That's tenacity, dude. I had to win the minor league fucking whatever we called it back in the day. World Series. It was the World Series. And we won it every year, dude, so fuck, dude. Yo, my Cash App's my name, dude, all lowercase. Fucking send me $500, dude. I could use it.
Just give me 100 and I'll send back some later.
My dad needs 100. I need
Right in the Chase mobile app.
5.
When you want to take control of your financial future, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Give me 100, I'll try myself.
I think my Cash App's. Oh.
Oregon State here in this bottom.
Whoa, easy, Tiger.
Bro, he's pissed.
I'd be pissed.
Why did?
Because he sucks.
Nah, they took him out. He was.
He sucked.
Nah, he was doing
Bro, he
fine.
couldn't throw up.
That's
He-
very entertaining. We've had fun. I don't know if the two skippers.
Nothing, dude. Whatever this is right here is what you get.
Couldn't even throw up.
This is a huge ask. Nearly
I mean, that dude was pitching fine.
bases loaded.
Now we got
Now you got
the boy Chin Wonder, dude.
Gil up your ass.
Numbers on the year.
Here we
Six
go.
out right now. He can strike out. 21
Yeah.
strikeouts. It's big time.
Chinned up from the fucking chin up, dude.
It was some
His
big time
chin
stuff.
goes to his chin.
Every bit of it to get out of this one.
against Jake Monroe, Louisville's perhaps hottest hitter. First pitch up high from Edwards at 98.
All right, buddy, chill out, dude.
Told us this morning.
Relax, dude.
Yesterday in practice, they used Edwards outing as
No, he's had too much of that shit. What do they give you in the fucking bullpen?
from Edwards.
That fucking.
Monroe cuts through a filthy tight breaking ball.
Oh, that curveball was insane.
You ain't hitting this.
That curveball was
You
insane.
ain't hitting this.
This dude's batting 350.
Junior college transfer.
My boy's batting
Look
three.
at that dude.
He's so pissed.
Ralphie is pissed.
He's pissed. Yeah, Ralph.
At the D1 level.
Ralphie.
The 1-1. Monroe chops it foul and it's 1-2.
Could you hit an 87-mile-an-hour slider?
Slider?
Yeah.
Can Louisville return the favor
Nothing.
to Oregon State?
87 mile an hour.
There's Sadie
That, yeah, for sure. 90 mile an hour? No, fastball.
Right above the top of the zone.
You can hit that. You've hit that. Wow.
Big time take right there.
I ain't hitting this slider.
You hit off of Uncle Dave live probably before, right?
88 miles an hour. He does not
I
look
hit
straight
off
up.
Richie Havens live.
Which is even faster.
Monroe's family
Oh, well, I was trying to give Uncle Dave some credit.
Richie Havens. Richie Havens.
Yeah?
Edwards 2-2.
He was probably the fastest kid they got.
Yes.
And then his,
And we've had guys that have went.
well, Morgan, his brother played with him.
And he could get head gas too.
He was throwing 90s.
That's not a little
Okay, so
right along the plate.
like we had our guys too, you know what I mean? Mike P threw 94
So there's one down.
and Bobby threw
Ring out for
Well, see,
Bobby Bradshaw threw 90.
by the time you guys got there,
Yeah.
you hit a mound.
Oh, you guys threw a flat earth. Oh, you guys are throwing gas. You guys are throwing straight gas. I remember taking live pitching off Mike Pease and Bobby Bradshaw. And
Well, Bobby was left-handed. So he wasn't big.
they were both. Mike Pease was too. Yeah, Mike was left.
During the Super Regionals.
And I remember, and the only thing that fucked Bobby up was he went to FLCC.
He's been here for all
He should have went to
the
MCC.
Cards.
Go to MCC. They'll find you in sports there. Whereas Mike was smart. But Mike went to Bonaventure and had a little career for himself. You know? But I hit off those dudes every day. These jabronis think I can't hit 90.
Just enough, Ben, to keep that one in play.
Everybody can hit 90.
And then again, that's the
If it's
danger of
coming
one
down
knee
the
right
road,
there.
You can hit 90. Well, not anybody. But like a dude who's played baseball. But I also remember too, when I got moved up to play on varsity with those guys, and we played Webster, that dude was throwing 90. That was the whole thing. Oh, this guy's D1 pitcher, blah, blah, blah. Bro, I got a base hit. I almost got destroyed by that catcher coming home.
Got off to a slow start, but now he's been raking recently.
And that was nothing. Just, not, dude, 90, whatever he threw, just poke it out to right field. No, he can tag. Game's over. And that's the guy who made all the errors. So, full circle. Yo, Tosh, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you watching? Water polo?
Nah, she's watching fucking Geezer, dude. That's what they call you, by the way.
Geezer?
Geezer, dude. He loves you.
You won't make it this far.
Most of us probably won't. Dude, they're lucky though.
Eddie King is the hero.
They got lucky kind
Might
of.
not be a bigger exhale at this event than the one from Alex Alcea at home plate.
He's
Well,
fucking.
we're gonna go out.
The pitcher's fuming.
We're gonna get some
You think?
some crayfish.
Bro.
See this shit?
Bro. What?
Well, that head teacher team in Omaha.
All black jerseys in Omaha, Nebraska
The
too?
Cardinals.
Like I said, a lot of times
Gotta be hot.
especially, We get knocked down, but we get right back up.
Black guy with blonde hair.
Keep continuing to do that.
I saw
Jamaican?
you talking to Jake Monroe before your at-bat. What did he tell you?
Oh, he died it? No, he did not, dude. He didn't die that, dude. He didn't die that.
So, you know, it was just being a good teammate talking to me.
Oh, maybe he did. They all got the blonde hair. He died it.
It's amazing, you know, even from the start of the Super Regionals, that's where it really started, but it's just special, you know. I'm so glad I get to come through for Coronation.
Budweiser, dude.
One more day in Omaha and play for a title.
It's amazing, you know, one step closer, you know, so
Oh, because we got the Budweiser. Yeah, okay. Good.
Mike.
Danny, thank you.
We drink Keystone, though, dude.
Fitting that he's the one to keep
We drink whatever is colder in the can.
All right, yeah. Let's be real about it. If you have any ice cold beer and we're in, you know, if we're in a state of thirst and you have ice cold beer,
The relief of a player that
we'll
was
drink
carrying a
it.
heavy burden, and then of course the agony of defeat. Oregon State played like champions throughout this entire
We'll drink it.
season, but ultimately
Bro, you're grown man. Quit your crying,
what a season
bitch.
they had.
Hats off to the Beavers. It was
Spiker said, oh, yo, Cody. Been a minute, dog. Yo, Spiker said, oh no, Budweiser is where it's at. It used to be.
Tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern time, right
It
here on
used to be.
ESPN. Still to come tonight, 7:30 Eastern. For our
I'll sell you this for $100. Wait, no, $5.
That was something.
150 at least. That thing's old.
Back-to-back days there, right here.
Getting better and
I'll
better.
sell you this for $200.
They fought their tails off, man, to get there, but just come up a little bit short.
Sports Center is
It's a real legitimate Anheuser-Busch Budweiser cooler.
Led by Sean Jackson and Jeff Evers. Mike Monaco saying
Over
thanks
you
for
are.
joining us here in Omaha. Don't forget,
They probably
7:30
have to
Eastern
date
here on
on it,
ESPN.
because, you know,
UCLA
beers
and
used to
Arkansas
have-
for now. Shea Cornett and Phil Murphy, all yours.
We never checked the date on it.
What's happening? Alongside Shea Cornett, I'm Phil Murphy. Welcome to Sports Center. It's a different SC in focus tonight. Stanley Cup. The Panthers can clinch at home.
That's right. Plus, NFL mini camps are in full
Got a
swing.
little
The
bit of
Giants
overspray.
finally
Yeah.
for
What do we
quarterback
did
success.
that?
We begin with the help of Tyrese Halliburton as he adds.
There's a little overspray on the one side.
So $50.
The story we're following here.
100.
Senior NBA
75.
insider Shams
75, call it a day.
More. Shams, what's the
75, call it a
Tyrese
day.
Halliburton's calf injury.
All right, he might be a buyer.
Jay, I'm told that Tyrese Halliburton has been diagnosed with a sprained
Spiker, we know you want it, dude.
An MRI to determine the exact severity of the calf strain. And remember, Shay, this is the same leg that he had ankle.
It's a real cooler, too, dude.
Last week, so now it's a calf strain and ankle soreness.
It's a real cooler.
He was adamant after Game 5 last night in Oklahoma City that he would be playing in Thursday.
Nah, I think we're keeping this, actually. 500.
This was the regular season.
500. I just examined it. Upon closer look, this thing's.
Come in after the MRI and definitively map
Yeah, that
out
thing's
exactly how they're both going to approach.
550.
Last night, Halliburton had 4
550.
the lowest scoring total of
Yeah.
his playoff career. Shams, thank you.
550.
Game 6 in the
It's
Stanley Cup
a
final.
real legitimate look. Even the cap is engraved.
Edmonton now facing elimination.
This is legitimate from Anheuser-Busch. Oh, the date's probably on the bottom. We didn't even look, you idiot.
From back to back ups.
It's not.
You try to just not think about it as much as you can.
I know it is. It's like 85 or something, right?
Yeah, you kind of just.
You think
push
older
that
than
aside and just worry
85?
about what you need to do.
How does it feel different than last year when you were in this position?
I mean, it feels pretty similar. I think we have a little bit more experience this year and know how to handle a little bit better. So yeah, it feels pretty good and pretty confident.
You know, what were some of the biggest lessons you learned from last year?
I think just not looking ahead. Last year it was tough, but we wanted it so bad that we were just thinking about it constantly. And this year's a little different. So it's just a little bit easier to handle this year.
With that, it's time for Sports Center on the Road, presented by Geico. As we welcome in our NHL reporter, Emily Kaplan. And Emily, last year, it was a sweat for Florida. They blew 3 chances to clinch the cup before ultimately winning it in Game 7. What are the Panthers taking away from that experience to help them get the job done tonight?
Bill, I've covered this team so much over the last several years, and when I went to their practice this morning, besides the hordes of media, I could have said that was like a practice day for a game in November against the Winnipeg Jets. There was this like casualness and looseness about the players, and I think it's so impressive, especially when people realize how much is going on behind the scenes. Like, staff members had to arrive to the arena early to go through dress-throughs. Players are getting texts from friends and family asking about what's the plan for post-game celebrations. And so I asked Anton Lundell, one of the young studs, like, what did you guys learn from the experience last year when you had 3 opportunities to clinch and it went to game 7? He said, stay in the moment. It's very natural, human nature for your mind to wander, and he felt like when we did that, we strayed away from our game. So this
Listen, this is Dudermang's online auctions, $5.50.
Always enter a series.
I'll put it to the side. You guys know where I'm at. All my information's in my bio. If you subscribe, then you know, dude. It's where it's at.
For Edmonton, they go back to Stuart Skinner in goal, benched early in game 4, didn't play at all in game 5. How did the Oilers come to that decision? Skinner over Calvin Pickard?
We got smoke on us.
Yeah, so the coach, Chris Knobloch, consulted with his coaching staff, with the management staff, and also got a temperature check from some players. And it came down to the fact that Stuart Skinner has played in so many high-pressure situations, 6 potential elimination games last year that he won, and he's performed really well in all of them. Stuart Skinner also spoke today, and he expressed frustration from getting pulled in that game. I know it sounds weird, but I thought I played really well, and then frustration of not getting the start in game 5. But he said the beauty of the playoffs is there's not time to dwell or sit in those moments. You've got to move forward, and that's where his headspace is. And his teammates say that they have all the trust in the world in him. Leon Draisaitl was sitting next to them in the press availability this morning. He's like, you know, it was our fault. Stuart Skinner played amazing in game 4. We let him down, and they feel like it's up to them to put up a much
Can I
better
interest you in a
performance for this
fucking
very pivotal game.
You look for good omens wherever you can.
always
get them.
smooth
The Oilers have twice before faced elimination in a Stanley Cup final.
Keystone Light?
They won both, including last year against the Panthers. For more on Game 6 tonight, here's Mike and Tony with our PTI bonus topic.
Apparently they're always smooth, dude. I guess.
All right, Wilbon.
All right, I'm putting it back over here,
The
bro.
Oilers can force a Game 7. Faith. You're asking me if I have faith. No, I have hope. Tony, I don't have faith in anything. I stopped believing in anything I thought I believed in this series at various points of this series. And as you know, for a couple of years, not just this series, last year's.
Dude, yeah, water's sick, dude.
For Edmonton to
How
win.
much water,
And, you know,
dude?
because of, you know, McDavid and Draisaitl.
How much water did you
And
drink,
so
dude?
I
Bet it
nursed
was a
the
lot.
pain, and I've grown accustomed to
Bet I
watching
drank more
Edmonton,
beer.
Edmonton. But no, Faith, how can you have
I don't know what the
when they
comparison
go
is.
home with the momentum of having
Oh,
come
Dad,
back
by
with
the way, that's our new
one of the
water
great Stanley
jug.
Cup final games of
See it?
all time, and they win that game.
Oh, yeah,
my
'cause
God, they're
we're
riding
supposed to-
this crest. They're riding nothing.
Did you
They
know?
got beat, and they
What are we
got
supposed to
beat,
do?
you know, soundly.
Drink more
I
water,
don't have
apparently.
faith, and I
We
don't
gotta,
care
we're
about it,
supposed
because I
to,
don't want to have any more time
Yeah,
to talk about
yeah.
the
We're supposed to
legacy
fill it up
of
and
Connor
drink
McDavid
that.
and what he's not
Like,
living up to, and he's a great
instead of
leader.
grabbing
I don't
the-
want to have
No,
that
we just
discussion
fill it with
anymore.
beer and use the
I want
cup.
him and Draisaitl to win, but I don't have any faith and hope this is far
They
from
say we're supposed to drink
So thank
way
you
more
for
water,
mentioning the other
dude.
part of this, because we've been
We gotta drink way more water, dude.
Drink a lot of water.
But prior to the
You
start,
never had a
the question
glass
is
of
very
water in
simple.
your
drink
life.
water
If Connor
Morning when I get
McDavid
up,
does
like
not, it
4
was
cups.
personal, it wasn't Edmonton.
I
If
gotta
Connor
take all those pills,
McDavid
bro.
doesn't win the Stanley Cup, is he one of the all-time great players? And you and I went back and forth, and we thought, you know what? In
You ever
hockey,
see that one pill I have to take in the morning? I
Oh,
take
yeah.
all of them.
Okay. So you have, you literally have 2 glasses of water. Maybe. Maybe.
In the games that have been played so
You probably
far,
don't even have
I think
a
I'm correct on
glass.
this. He has 1
No,
goal.
Because you
6
do
assists,
like, fuck
7 points in 5
Not with
games,
those
and that's
things. You
pretty
gotta
good.
flush those
But
down.
Draisaitl has the 2
Some morning you'll come out
and I
and find me
think if you
choking to
root for
death on the
Edmonton,
floor.
this is
This
the
guy's,
thing to say of
this
Connor
guy's
McDavid.
had
It is
7
not
glasses of
easy for
water
you tonight. This
in the
is
past
where you
7
have to
days.
take over. And so I agree with you. I would not have faith in
Oh,
it,
well,
but
okay.
because
Well,
I think-
let's factor
I
this
think
in.
everybody wants to see a game 7 in hockey, and everybody's sort of
First ingredient. First ingredient.
right?
Water.
Probably not
12 fluid ounces. And servings per container, obviously one. 4.1% of alcohol. So it's pretty much 12 ounces of water. Last time I capped. Oh, okay. So I actually drink a lot of water.
That's it.
I actually drink more water than you do, probably.
Thank you, Mike. Hey, it's a different cup up for grabs in the W.
Right?
Clark returned to the Fever lineup Saturday.
What do you guys drink?
8 and 9 to hand the Liberty a first loss and keep alive Commissioner's Cup hopes. If Indiana beats Connecticut,
Yeah, 12 ounces of water.
loses, the Fever will rep
Well, what do you guys drink, though? Like, are you guys drinking Pepsi, Gatorade, coffee? What's the...
What's your girlfriend drink? I'm guessing that's what you drink.
Well, what's your girlfriend drink?
Big colada?
Oh, Spiker drinks Budweiser. Yeah, Spiker. We know you. Okay, cheers. Cheers, dog.
That's real beer.
Salud, broski. Bud
I
Heavy.
grew up on Bud.
God bless you, dog.
Offensively too.
Bud and Johnny, because we make it.
But it's not gonna be like that every single
Oh yeah, Johnny Light. Well,
really good, but it's gonna
my brother likes regular Genesee.
be consistent in it.
We call it regular Genesee, not Genesee Heavy like Budweiser, you know? Yeah. Well, no, but you know how you call it like Budweiser, Bud Heavy, and then Bud Light's Bud Light?
Season low in minutes coming off.
Did you guys ever like call it like
Plan for her
that?
today?
You just called it Budweiser.
Well,
You didn't even have Bud Light back
really
then.
smart and
It was just
vigilant.
Budweiser. Oh,
Caitlin
okay,
Clark's
that's
return to
why.
play, even though she did play 31 minutes on Saturday.
Miller
She
Lite.
was sore
Oh,
afterwards,
really?
so for them, they
Miller
want to
Lite.
make sure they're
Was
managing
back then?
business
Really?
moving forward. You
think
saw on
it's-
Saturday she was playing
And that
shorter
was in a
spurts
bottle,
than
so
what
we
we were
didn't
probably
drink it
used to
anyway.
her seeing.
What did you
I
drink
expect
back then,
similar
though?
approach,
Like,
at
what would
least
be
based
your
on
go-to?
what Coach
Budweiser.
Duncan told
Oh,
me
it does.
today. But
Yeah,
they are
yeah,
trying to
never mind.
increase the time that she's
Obviously.
on the floor as she progresses
Couple
back
of
from this
Utica
injury.
clubs
The
occasionally.
one thing that
Oh,
Coach
well,
White told me too
I'm
is that
saying-
this is such a great opportunity
Depends on how much
for
money
Caitlin
we
Clark
have.
to really understand what
That's
her
always
recovery
what
is gonna
matters,
look like
right?
as a professional.
You gotta figure out how much money you got.
She said she's learned that it's really about being
My dad
proactive,
doesn't
especially
smoke
with
weed,
this
dude.
stretch coming up for the Fever. Beginning tonight, they're playing 6 games in 11 days.
He claims he's never smoked
tough
weed.
stretch. So she's saying that even if she's feeling good physically, that she needs to be proactive, making sure she comes in and gets treatment because she knows how important it is for her to be out there for her team.
I watched
6
my
games in
brothers
11
and
days, and you
sisters.
circle
Yeah,
the
that's
first
true.
that things do fall their way.
They did
$500,000
not. They
at stake
definitely smoked
July
a
1st.
ton
Alexa
of
Phillipper, thanks
weed.
so much.
Coming up with Tyrese Halliburton's health.
Nah, he's a drinker, dude. He's always been a drinker.
Force a decisive Game 7. Sinead Maguire
Well,
help him
not
navigate
to
the
fucking-
biggest challenges. Plus,
He didn't
Alfred
just
Smith, along
drink.
with Brad Marchand of Panthers successfully
But he
captured his
drank.
second straight Stanley Cup. Steve Levy
Oh,
and
I had
Kevin
a lot of
Williams weigh
wives.
in next on Sports.
Oh, he married a lot of bitches. He went through bitches.
If you keep making that face, it's gonna stay like that.
Had a lot of bitches. Had a lot of bitches.
You should membership.
Dude, you're lucky you didn't go through that a little bit later in life. You would have been fucked.
Check if you're eligible today.
You would have no money,
I don't know
dude.
about y'all,
I
but
wouldn't
when it comes to
pay
working
shit
from home,
anyways.
I gotta have every part of my house.
They're gonna throw me in
That
jail?
means tidying
Look
up,
at
then spraying
freebies.
my Febreze air mist to leave every
I'd live for free, dude. I'd be in jail. The tax would be paid. I get my meals, dude. I get a bed. Little TV time in the morning. Fucking wreck.
Actually, one of them had to pay me.
Wow, you worked out there. Well, yeah, right. Okay, right.
Wrapped
Yeah.
up and ready to roll. Our hand-breaded chicken tenders wrapped in a
No,
box
that's
of
what I'm
chicken
saying,
with
though. I'm
cheese
saying if you tried to go through that shit now,
come in small packages.
these judges and lawyers would have fucking ate you alive, dog.
Because I would have been in jail for killing lawyers.
Because any car that doesn't offer the confidence that it will find
That's what we need, dude.
is a car that's
This is what we need. Viva la resistance.
It's all happening too fast.
My dad's French Canadian, dude. He's all about that bullshit.
We gotta prove it.
He loves resisting.
Don't stress. This house, it's the one.
Resist the government, resist arrest, resist child support.
Gone from being an adventure
child support.
To a check.
That's what I'm saying. Never had
Not
it.
our problem.
Didn't even get there.
Look at you're the one that had to get, not me.
Didn't even get to that point.
Airbnb experiences. Master ramen with an award-winning chef. Dive into underground jazz with a renowned bassist.
Overall, though, what would you say, though? You're.
Don't just see a place. Experience it.
Pacifico isn't just
You're doing pretty good.
It's a
Not half bad.
story. Legend
So-
says it was discovered by accident
That's
by
why I would say I get
researchers.
real.
We'll let you discover
Oh,
it for
really?
yourself.
Better than you thought? Honestly? Do you think it was earned? Do you think all that work you put in, like, okay, yeah, okay, that I earned this shit.
What's this? Earn skills in weeks,
Okay.
not years. At University of Phoenix.
You didn't kill
I'm
anybody.
already programming.
Can you program
Whoa.
a racing app?
Can you market a
You
racing
didn't kill
app?
Looks like
anybody.
I could learn.
But,
And all my ex-wives lived
It's our
around here.
company's most downloaded
no, that's what I'm saying.
One
Like,
living down on the corner.
no, that I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
University of Phoenix.
you really could be in the hole.
We flame grill our
Oh,
burgers.
definitely.
Like, you could be super fast.
Oh, good lord.
Okay, but yeah, but like, you gotta pay the lawyer and shit. How do you think?
I didn't pay
Gatorade has the
No, she
number
took
one
the
food
cut
blend
after
for right
the.
blend.
But no, but I'm saying, how do you
Made to
like?
hydrate, replenish, and refuel.
You did the work you were supposed to do.
And earn a place in history. Gatorade. Is it in you?
You could buy on your own. You could get a lender.
Did it feel like you were making like real tough decisions throughout your life?
Character. Or
Did you feel? Was it more instinctual, or do you think you were sitting and thinking, I'm not sure?
No, it was in
You just kind of fucking, you were like, yeah, right? Because I think people sit and wait too much thinking about shit.
You gotta dive in and
You just gotta go and then figure it out from there, right? Because even with construction, you didn't know everything. How did you learn a lot of your shit? You know, you obviously went in as a rookie.
Works for us. The right money
Yeah, oh,
moves
yeah.
aren't as absurd.
And when you went in as a rookie, who like were your coaches, so to speak?
Well, yeah, that's good.
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah. And he just trusted?
Yeah,
Like,
him being,
okay.
Bean was probably my best teacher.
Only on Disney Plus.
How did, what kind of like, how did he, was it just let you go do? Tell you what to do, let you go do?
Focus on one
Did
thing.
he come back after everything and be like,
If it was wrong, he redid it.
oh, okay.
Jay Cornette,
Okay.
Bill Murphy back here with
Yeah.
you on Sports Center. Pacers and Thunder.
He didn't really care about it. He
Last
wasn't
night, OKC
like,
were the Thunder.
he wasn't like,
Found
what
ways
the
to win,
fuck?
and last night's
He
game
was
stole
like,
away in
yeah,
the fourth
that
quarter.
shit's
Jalen
wrong.
Williams win
You
all
got it.
40 points for him.
You guys had
NBA
material
tossed
and
in
shit
31
more.
to go along
It
with
was
10
cheaper
dimes
back in
and
the
4
day.
blocks.
You
The
can't
two of
really
them
fuck
combined
up.
for 71 of the Thunder's 100.
You can't really fuck up now.
So with the playoffs,
They're supposed to go to school and
40
fuck
points
up.
in Game 5.
Go to
Jalen
trade
Williams
school,
became
fuck
the
up.
youngest player over the
You
last
guys
15
didn't do
years
that. Well, you
40
did
plus points in NBA Finals.
shot glass
And
and
the youngest
shit,
is
but
Russell Westbrook, also did it for OKC.
that didn't really
Well,
translate to just
our
framing a
guys
house or
are
whatever.
here with us after the Thunder take
That's what I'm
Game 5
saying.
at home, and
So
today
like
we're
framing a
talking
house,
OKC's win
you
last
guys would
night.
just go out there and he would be like,
We did frame, we did,
on the cake when it comes to Oklahoma City Thunder
in
wins.
woodshop, we
He's now
did
a
frame a
main
house
ingredient, and they have
for,
discovered
oh really?
that they now have
yeah,
two
for whatever that
unguardable
is,
players. We all know SGA and the
Homerama.
MVP is a walking.
Oh,
but now
oh,
Jalen
really? You
Johnson
got,
framed the house for
holy
sequence of
shit,
games
that would have
was
been
tremendous.
sick.
There was
17,
Mr.
19,
Block.
26,
Okay.
27, and now
That was at the academy,
He died
though.
like a year later.
in the
Oh,
paint on
fuck.
one side. and
That
on
was
the
at
other
the
side, his
academy,
defense
though,
is
right?
amazing.
Yep.
He's one of two players who
The
and
junior
defense.
high.
He held his opponent to
Main
one
Street,
possession.
the real
Then
academy.
you go around the
Overall,
corner,
Yeah.
stars
that
born
first
in real time right before our eyes.
No doubt.
end
It
of
feels
that
like he's
building.
just starting to scratch
That
the
was-
surface.
double doors on it.
Yep.
That was
Williams and
legit.
SGA scored or assisted on 103 points.
Yeah,
most
because
by
it would
two
be
in
like
NBA
where you could
Finals in the
like
last
take stuff
15
out of the
years.
doors,
Fast
like
one.
if you
On
built
the
like
other
a
side, though, we've got
sailboat
some issues.
or
Sean from
built like
Brighton
a
says
whatever.
Tyrese
Yeah.
Halliburton will undergo an MRI.
Well,
Hearing
we're
this today,
fucking
what
up, dude.
concerns do you have for the Pacers
gotta have
as they
that.
look to stay alive?
I always love looking at that school.
My concern
You're
is
gonna
that this is
have
a
to.
caption,
That
and I
school
know
looks
that it's really
like,
difficult to
oh,
manage
this
the
is school. Like
That-
kids.
that school was-
You guys had uniforms?
to to Hallie, but you can tell it completely affected.
Oh, you wore what you want?
Well, no.
Field goals, which
We
is
couldn't wear
extremely
whatever we
atypical.
wanted.
Oh,
He's not
okay.
able to get to the paint.
You had
But
to have a
overall, I
decent
guess,
shirt
you know,
and
I'm a
decent
girl that is
pants.
glass half full.
You couldn't
His
just be
team
in like
still flies.
sweatpants
At
and
one
shirt.
point, it was an
Yeah, you had
18-point lead
slacks
defender.
or
They
jeans
chipped
or
away and cut
well
it down
jeans.
to
You
two.
could
They
wear jeans.
responded
You could
in
wear
great
jeans.
fashion. They stayed
Yeah, but they
competitive.
couldn't
And now I
be
think moving forward, you
faded.
can look to Coach Rick Carlisle
Just
now
whole,
understand,
just regular
all right,
jeans.
this guy's
Yeah.
not 100%. Now we can
Tucked
game
in
plan around
shirts
that.
or
Pascal
whatever?
Siakam
Yeah.
has been special. He had 28 points. 14 in the fourth quarter. TJ McConnell, someone that's
I think it should be like
he had
that.
13 in that third
I
quarter.
think
He has
kids should
options.
be
He
in like.
replaces our system,
I think
and
it
really
should be
truly
like
hope
St.
that Hallie
Mary's
is
and give-
better
make
in
'em
time, but
put the
understand
shit
like,
on that you
we
want 'em to
understand
put
that
on.
The only reason I say that is because kids don't really know, and the more that they have some sort of like structured.
Obviously, he's not right, as Rick Carlisle said. We'll hope
I
he's
just
not
don't
the
like
next
where
thing.
it's like you can make fun of someone because they are not
Game
wearing
6 of the
the
Stanley
right
Cup
shoes.
final, Connor McDavid in the
If the
World
school
Series
just
elimination
provided,
That's why St. Mary's always did
I
that.
know, like if the school just gave you your
St.
uniform,
Mary's
you
was always
the last
money
3
people
games.
anyway.
Then
no,
after
not
5
right. No, it still is. It still is. And then you got the Montessori school too.
Gretzky and Lemieux at playoff points.
Want it?
And that goes up.
No, I know, but that's like even, that's like
When
really
facing
what they
elimination, that's
want to
the
do.
highest among
Because that
skaters.
teaches
With
you
that
trades
5
like from a
eliminations.
young age. Like
Steve Levy and
the
Kevin
boys
Lee
and girls
helped
learn
Sunrise.
KitchenAid, cleaning
Sports
housing,
Center on the road is presented
I
by
have a
Geico.
baby.
take care of a house. Yeah, like a lot of that shit. But I think the uniform should be. That's the point. Like there should be a uniform.
There are 3 of us here, but you're
Only because it eliminates all that other shit. If the school and the state provides that shit,
The school would probably
We shall
do it.
see. The
But then
story
you
is
got
not
Mrs.
Parent. No, I know. That's
He's
yeah,
been
no,
fine. Not
I
great,
know.
Mrs.
But he's been
Asshole.
But if it was state, like, if the state was like, that's just what we do,
They need the
and you know
monster
what,
effort.
the
It
whole
feels like
state
it's
should
more
pay for
on
it.
Connor McDavid, the all-time
We pay for the
superstar
fucking
tonight.
prison
Exactly. How
clothes.
many times have we seen the stages set in any
We
sport?
pay for the
We saw it
prison
with
clotds.
Jalen Hurts. You see it with
Pay
Patrick
for
Mahomes, the
all of-
Brady, Jordan.
Pay
I
for
can
all
say
of the
the Warriors. I
kids'
can go on.
uniforms and shit.
I don't
that are
know
on
St. Mary's.
We do it for sports
for
too,
elite
though.
players
That's
like
what's
Connor
crazy.
McDavid and
Like,
Leon Draisaitl for that
we
matter.
do it for sports.
Leon Draisaitl said this morning they haven't seen their best. Why not? What are
They
they
can
saving
afford
for?
it.
They need to bring that.
And then you
Both
don't,
him
you
and Connor
eliminate
McDavid
all
need
that.
to have their
Everyone
game
gets
tonight to
issued
push
what
this
they
to a
get
Game 7 in
issued.
Edmonton, please.
And then you can go to the shop. You can go to the shop and exchange out. If you grow out your kids, I get it. They grow through the year. Like,
As for Florida, getting incredible
you
production.
go to the
Production
state
you would
shop
expect
or
out
the
of
school shop.
Connor and Leon, but the
Instead
other
of
way,
selling you
the
pencils
Brad
and
Marchand
fucking
Sam Bennett, they have
candies.
combined for 11
Well,
of Florida's
we had a
23
store.
goals. They are the story.
We had a store too,
of the
but I'm
Florida
saying they
men.
sold
And the takeoffs
that
are high.
shit.
You see, they're not playing East-West. These guys are going
We could
direct.
buy
They're
clothes.
playing a direct
Yeah, we
brand
had the
through
school
your chest,
matches
through
and
your
shit
body,
too.
through your stick, and taking it strong to the
No,
gauge.
but I'm saying,
Watch the
okay,
video,
so
please.
we already
I'm
did it.
involved.
We do it
I'm
for
watching
sports
every
and
game.
everything
So
else.
This is what these guys are bringing to the table. And
They
if
can
Marchand
afford
were
it.
to win the Conn Smythe for playoffs,
That eliminates all
he would be
that
the first
bullshit,
player in
dude.
NHL history that was a trade deadline acquisition to do so.
Bennett is currently the favorite. Marchand is right there. Florida has had 2
Those
chances
probably
to close
are
out
the
the
same
road.
socks, and the fact that
And
you
they're
saw
0-2.
that is
Couldn't
insane.
close out Carolina in 4. Couldn't close out Toronto in Game 6.
But also, he has a full bag of those socks.
Something to watch for. Either way, Phil, we'll see you on Sports.
There's a full bag of socks, dude.
Thank you guys. I'm involved
Yeah,
as well.
I didn't pay
Looking forward
for
to
my
this game
store.
later on tonight. We now turn our attention to the Diamond and what was a shocking trade in the baseball.
We're
world.
talking about getting uniforms for the schools, dude.
San Francisco
Like, come on.
went third against Cleveland. Devers was traded on Sunday after.
Oh, this shit's crazy,
It
though.
was in only year 2 of a 10-year, $313 million deal. So here's Devers ahead of his Giants debut.
13 million.
No. 313. 313 million is what the Red Sox were paying. And they traded him. Who's his agent? Who's his agent? Javarin.
Never send him back to Puerto Rico.
Is,
Tell him to live down there.
is his agent Javarin Shalom, dude? Javarin Goldberg? Goldstein?
tonight, by the way, from San Fran.
Fuck, dude. He made out.
Elsewhere around the diamond, the Dodgers are going to look to extend their lead in the
Shalom Havarim, dude.
tonight. The Dodgers 26-12 at home.
Mark, I don't,
averaging
dude.
an MLB best 6.2
I don't.
runs per game. As for Devers' former
Shalom
team, the Red Sox
Havarim,
will
dude.
extend their season best win streak to
Oh, look at this
7
guy.
straight games tonight
Oh.
in Seattle.
That was a
Boston
laser beam.
pitchers have posted a 1.15 ERA during their current win streak. And their rival, the Yankees, they have lost a season-worst 4 straight games, including getting swept by the Red Sox over the weekend at Fenway. They've scored just 4 runs combined.
Go. You're full retarded.
Go.
You're fully retarded. You lost your mind. You lost your mind.
This is the year you get money for.
No, you lost your mind. You lost your mind. He's the best baseball player ever.
How QB expert expects the competition
Habib
to shake out.
can't do what he does. Can't do what he does. We don't gotta watch Sports Center.
Waking up with headaches?
Oh, the game's on.
Sealy Posturepedics exclusive precision fit
7
coils.
o'clock.
Respond with targeted support.
7 o'clock.
right
Yo,
when you need it most.
Jeremy the Market Man, dude.
Shop Sealy savings.
Que te pasa, Calabasa? Que te pasa, Calabasa?
Meta, bust rate Frank again.
Bummer. Last time you got a replacement Frank at Fins and Friends.
Let's go get us another Frank.
What? The
Can't
dog's
remember what
dead.
Frank looked
So
like.
what? We'll
Mi
leave it-
perro es muerte.
We'll leave it later.
Mi perro es muerte.
Gets out in 10 minutes.
No problemo, compi. Mi perro es muerte.
Frank at show and tell. Who's that?
Reminder, bent finger appointment.
Bienvenidos.
Surgery for my trash.
We'll
I
shovel
want a
in the
non-surgical
morning.
Bienvenidos.
I'll give a second opinion. Take charge of your treatment.
Alright, yeah. We'll shovel it in the morning. Bad boys, too.
To get started. At
What
Ace,
you gonna
however
do when they
you
come
win,
for
we've
you?
got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place. Like Weber, Big Green Egg.
Oh, you're done?
And Blackskin.
Officially?
That sounds pretty.
I'm with you. That's why you watch Forensic Files, and I get you.
Because I'd like to see people get killed.
Dude, I'm with you. I mean, I don't like, I'm not saying, I don't, wait, hang on. I don't agree with that, but I do agree with that. It's like a new case, and it's real stories, but
I like cops too, where you can see them really shoot people.
All driven by one mission.
oh,
To keep
Cut them
business
down?
yeah,
small
for
and
sure.
everything in between moving
Wait, what time does the hockey, oh, the hockey game's gotta be like 8:30 tonight or something.
It's 8 o'clock.
good beer. Specifically yours.
It is.
In fact, me and my closest 200
We gotta go back,
buddies
dude.
can smell
Sports
it from a
Center.
mile off.
We're
Except now
done.
there's this working pro telling us it's last call of the
The
Taylor
midlife
House.
crisis?
Well,
Is this
I'm
midlife?
smart enough to know when the party's over. I'll fight you.
I mean, if this is midlife, then I'm gonna live
The
till
best in pests.
a decent age. I'll take it.
Me too.
I'll take it. I'll take it, dude. That's sick. I will take it.
I'll go to 144.
Today we went to the beach, and it was
Yeah, dude, my dog is definitely dead right now, dude.
Yeah, she's already past midlife.
100%. 100% dead,
this
dude.
summer at Best Western and get $50 off
We'll just be laying there forever, eternally.
You gotta poison them before you eat them.
Dogs in limbo. You gotta do that.
Yeah.
You gotta really let them mellow out, too. You don't want stressed meat.
Just tap Target.
You can't have any stressed meat when you go to eat a dog. It's gotta be fully relaxed. You gotta smoke weed around it, get it high probably too.
Wait, just like Vietnam.
Get it high,
8 years later.
let it just relax on the fucking concrete. The concrete's cold too, so it'll fucking definitely be nice and chill. You know?
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving,
Chevy trucks,
doing
dude.
what they do best.
We keep the country running, dude. Well,
Helping
GMC
neighbors,
counts, I guess.
pitching in, and getting it done. For them, them, only America's most dependable
That's what I'm
truck.
saying. Like, your truck
Chevy
counts.
truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
It's got my tires, so
At
you're
Amica
definitely
Insurance,
running rigid.
we know this isn't a house.
How does that thing drive with those tires on it?
It's
You
the
love-
home
you like
full
it?
of memories you'll carry with you to your next chapter.
I'm sure they balanced it for you when they put them on.
I am what child hunger looks like in America.
That's tight.
I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the
Yeah.
1 in 7 American children
Sell it.
who struggle with hunger.
Yeah, but I gotta get it fixed first.
No, I know, but sell it.
You know, minicamp.
You're not selling it, dude. You're a pussy, dude. You're not selling it.
Rookie Jackson Dart has been slotted in as the third string for Dallas.
Sell this one and I'll get a jump.
Nah. Mom over exaggerates everything,
On the scene is our
dude.
Giants reporter, Jordan Renard.
It's paid for, dude. What is she talking about? She's so dumb, dude. She's so dumb. That doesn't make any sense. It's paid for. Whatever you gotta do for repairs is whatever. That's a part of it. It's an old truck. That's the whole point. But it's paid for. Blah, blah, blah. You work on it. Put what you gotta put into
See
it.
what happens when
even
her
better
goes down.
than expected. I asked
Yeah, she's
Wilson
got
how he thought his
117,000
spring went
miles on.
with the Giants.
Man, it's been a joy.
That's
I think, you know, if I
yeah.
described it, it's
Wow.
just the joy to be able to.
You and I both know. I told her, don't
to
get
do
rid
it
of the
like
one
it.
she
They
got rid
really
of
wanna be
before
around. I
this.
think that obviously the players. I mean, just the amount of guys. I remember going to Atlanta,
But
throwing with the
whatever.
guys, going to.
She
San
could have
Diego,
put
throwing with
fucking
the guys, and also, too,
300,000 on the
just
one
being
she
here
had
and the
before
extra time
that.
that we put in, you know, watching film,
The
doing all
2016?
necessary things to be great. I think that's been the joy of it, man. That's why you love.
But
the game,
also,
that
I
section
get
of
it,
all,
like,
you know, it's
It
that's the good
didn't
part.
have as
Wilson,
many bells and
a
whistles
10-time
as
Pro
this
Bowler,
one.
has quickly become a
That's the whole
respected
thing,
voice
they
in the
throw
locker
all
room.
this
No, I mean, I
That
get it.
guy,
Like,
Kayvon Thibodeau said,
they
has a
do.
great
Yeah. But,
opportunity
like, for
to lead
mom,
us.
she
With
wanted,
the
like,
Giants, Jordan Ronan,
the
ESPN.
full third row.
Our football analyst,
That one
Tim
didn't have
Hasselbeck,
full
is with us
third
now.
row,
Tim, look, that
which she
Giants
needs.
quarterback room really got revamped this
And it
offseason.
didn't
So
have
how do you see
sunroof.
this season going under center for
That
the
was
Giants?
it. Didn't have full third row and it didn't have sunroof.
It's an interesting
It had the two
quarterback
bucket
room
seats
because,
that
you know,
fold out
Russell
the
Wilson
back.
signed to be the starter, and I think that's how the
Yeah, that whole
he
shit was
starts
different.
the
But I'm
season.
saying, like,
That's
capacity
probably
wise.
like, you know, the
And
Giants
then
have
also,
that history. When Eli
this
Manning
one
was
now has the third row and you still get a trunk. The other one, you pulled the third row out.
halfway through the season, Eli Manning took
You
over. I
had,
could see a very similar
first of all, you only
situation,
had 2 seats and you
with
had
the Giants and this group of quarterbacks.
no trunk.
Wilson starts the season, but I
Yeah,
think before
yeah,
we
that's
get
what it
to the
was.
halfway point,
They
there'll
folded
be a
it
lot of
right
pressure
out of
to
the
play
trunk.
Dart, and I think right around that time, we'll see him in the starting lineup.
Yeah, well, but the Giants
Which is
have a
fine.
schedule
Like,
ahead
that
of them.
vehicle right now
So,
is the
yeah,
best
play the
vehicle they
Chiefs,
ever
yeah,
made.
play the Eagles twice, being in that division.
Yeah.
And all the rest of
Yours
the division of the
too.
Eagles. They are
That
both
year
race
of
to
yours,
and
your
the Chiefs
canyon
champ.
is
But as
like,
we know, there is not
with
a
the
complete
elevation
champion.
package of that canyon
The Eagles won 4
is top
consecutive times
tier.
from 2001 to 2004. As for the new look Giants,
My
they are
truck is the best
30-1
year
to
of
capture
my
the
truck,
NFC East
for
title.
sure.
So it's really hard to
All those
predict
old
this
trucks
division,
are
but
the
Tim, we're
best.
going to
The
try our
best.
best. How do you
No, that's why
foresee
your old
the
truck's
Because they were
good.
made of real stuff.
Real soft.
Actually,
God bless us.
You had real metal,
I
you
think
had
Philadelphia
real
is the best team, and mainly because when you look at
metal
that at the
on
line
the
of scrimmage,
floors.
they're
Yep.
better than everyone else in the division.
It was just metal through the whole thing.
Really good player, guys like Barkley.
We're gonna eat food right now.
How good they are on
What do you
defense.
want? You want a sausage?
You guys need a sausage?
With some coordinator changes, but
You guys need sausages?
Pepper, sausage?
look, I think Daniels is the closest thing.
I'm gonna put honey
in the
mustard
league.
on
He's got a better
we
supporting
had that
cast
honey
around him
mustard.
than he had a year ago.
There's
when
honey
he looked at the
mustard
wide
in there.
receivers. Dan Quinn will have that defense
Hot
ready to
sauce,
play,
yeah,
you know, regardless of the changes that they see on that side of the ball. I think there's a clear kind of 1-2 that are pretty close together in that division, and I think there's a pretty big gap with the next two teams following behind.
Yeah, we'll see how long it takes the
Wait,
Cowboys,
is
right, and the
that-
Giants to keep up. The
that's
Eagles
so
are set to
funny
win
that you
11.5.
made that prediction.
Commanders set to win 9.5, according to ESPN Bet. Tim, thank you. We'll talk
Are
to you
you
in a little
Morpheus from the Matrix?
Just ahead, Shay and I have got a comprehensive
Oh, you are?
betting guide of tonight's Game 6 in the Stanley Cup Final.
There's a chip.
Sports Center returns in 60 seconds.
No, the game's on ESPN Plus, dude.
Hey, America, it's our 249th birthday, so let's party. But shouldn't we wait another year for the
Hey,
big
how
250?
did he make out
Yeah.
there?
like George and the boys.
George Washington?
Here for the disco on the Delaware.
Oh, I don't know. Puff Daddy? Probably not good.
What country do you think invented instant play?
Yeah,
Spray tan.
Yeah, I think you get
Tailwind.
he's on. But yo,
We the people don't wait to keep.
the game is on though.
Finish if we could. Let's do it.
Or no, it's 7. Okay, it's 7.
Coco Gauff.
It is gonna come on.
After losing the French Open final. Your thoughts on that?
She's waiting for you to come on,
Maybe
eh?
this is the start of more professional behavior.
Triple double. What up, dog?
And maybe this will be the start of something where behavior matches her talent and her performance level. Jay Monahan will transition out of his role as PGA Tour Commissioner, and Brian Rolapp will take over as CEO Urinalysis. I'm surprised Monahan made it this long.
No,
with
she
what's
can't wear
happening
the
with
same
Bill.
one. She's
The new guys from the NFL, they know how to make money. The Chargers will unveil new alternate uniforms in July. I can't believe you're okay with that. No, the baby blues are what I'm okay with. It's the best uniform in sport. And if they somehow divert from that too much, I'm calling marketing people in for their playbooks. I am. They better be great. The Nats lost their 9th in a row last night. Come on, Tone. This one to the Rockies, how'd that taste? Tasted bad. I was watching it. They're up 4-3 in the ninth. Kyle Finnegan gives up 2 home runs. 2 home runs in the ninth.
And we got the pretzel buns.
Come on now. Last one. Olympic gold medal winner Noah
Yeah.
Lyles was race against Tyreek Hill for the personal reasons. You're disappointed, right? It's going to be a head-to-head 50-yard dash in Times Square. I wanted to see it. Come on. I'm disappointed. We're out of time. We'll try and do better the next time. I'm Tony Kornheiser. I'm Mike Wilbon. Same time tomorrow, knuckleheads. You can get all the stuff. You know what you get.
Canadian flag. Get that fucking up.
It's Tony Kornheiser,
I don't
dude.
like no goddamn tonight.
Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board! Yes! We are here to talk
Yeah.
all things basketball. We just wrapped up game
My
5.
big brother, that's
Final
final
score.
Just kill everybody in the country.
9. Before we hop into that, tell us how we feel.
That guy?
Yeah.
That guy would destroy you, dude.
He's a monster.
Yeah,
No, that means get down. Get back, 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 back. Ba da ba ba ba. There we go. No, you're not. No, you're not. Dude.
Gotcha.
Emotional roller coaster. It never stops. It only operates at the highest speed imaginable. Here comes Bushman. The man, he scores!
We know it's not going to be an easy series against this team.
What a spectacular move by Connor McDavid! Leon Draisaitl in overtime!
You got to embrace the grind, and that's why this trophy is so hard to win.
Hey. Knock it off.
Pays for horses, grass is cheaper.
The job's not done yet. A lot more work to do. So obviously, going to be our hardest challenge yet.
Edmonton trying to bring it back for a game 7. Florida 1 win away from hoisting the cup.
Pays the first sign of horse shit.
Just a few months ago, he was a hated rival. Now, here in Florida, Brad Marchand is a fan favorite, a playoff hero, and a rat king on a mission. And right now, he has the Panthers 1 win away from a second straight Stanley Cup. And so, Sunrise, Florida settles in for an enormous Game 6. The first elimination affair in this final series. By night's end, we'll either crown a champion, or we will brace
the pretzel roll.
for a Game 7 back in Edmonton. Fans here fired up for the moments, but to get here, it is a grind. For the players, the pursuit is an obsession. And tonight, the greatest trophy in all sports is in the building. Greg Campbell, Phil Pritchard, the keepers of the cup are here. And so too are the stars
Could
of
be.
our show. In a must-win
It's Game
contest,
6.
the Oilers turn to Stuart Skinner and net, and hope that their dynamic duo of Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl can step up and send this series back to Alberta. Meanwhile, Brad Marchand, oh, Biz, check it out.
That's the
South
tie?
beats
That's the suit.
casual.
Okay. Window panes.
6 goals in the final. Nobody's got more goals in this postseason than Sam Bennett, and the menace is ready to roll. The calm amid the chaos.
Sergei Bobrovsky, a future Hall of Famer, stabilizing the situation. And if you want to be a closer, you have to press like a closer.
Black on black. Johnny Cash special right there.
Andy Kachuk looking to end this thing tonight. There is nothing quite like the anxiety and the energy associated with high-stakes Stanley Cup final hockey. One side can achieve dynasty status tonight. The other side, win or else mode, just a force. A winner-take-all Game 7. The calm before all the madness that we expect tonight in this Game 6 here in Florida.
What an intro, Liam. Holy hell, baby. You're high stepping.
I was in some ready.
You like before the Panthers? Forget about it. Let's go.
I was waiting for this.
Let's go.
Waiting to duck. Get out of the way.
We're getting too excited too early here. We got to save it for the
This
game.
show might be a little top heavy.
Okay.
We'll tone it down.
All right. Calm it.
Liam McHugh, Henrik Lundqvist, Anson Carter, Paul Bissonnette.
Sick intro.
Wayne Gretzky. Hey, listen, this is a big moment. We get the rematch in the final. We get to Game 6. We never know what to expect from this. Do you get a little nerves? Do you get that old coming back? It's not like playing, but doesn't it? I feel like it conjures up just like the chills and the nerves that you get.
The game starts when it starts. These guys gotta talk their shit.
It's an opportunity to see that Stanley Cup.
I'll listen to Wayne.
But listen, there's a lot of work to be done. 60 minutes.
I'll listen to Wayne Gretzky, dude.
We're playing our best game of the series tonight. But the issue is, Florida.
Nobody does.
Best game also. Edmonton needs to have a better start. They can't get down.
Not even his old lady.
Like they've done, seems like throughout this series. I expect and anticipate Edmonton to come out flying, and I expect Skinner.
These are sausages, my boy.
Did you ever get butterflies before regular games, and how much more amplified was that before a potential closeout game for the Stanley Cup?
Yeah, it's a
They
completely
know.
different feel. You know you're up against the wall. You know you have a chance.
Bro,
to
anybody who knows
the
who
regular
hockey
season,
is
sort of like, okay,
knows
we're
who
playing
Wayne
better the next
Gretzky is.
game, right? This is do or die now. They're down to the nitty gritty here.
Everybody
and,
knows who
both
Wayne
teams
Gretzky is.
have played their hearts out. This has been an incredible series. We've had so much fun watching the hockey. We had really one
No,
and a half
probably not.
games of hockey over the 5 games that have been played. But you know, Florida's getting so much production out of guys like Lindell and you know the. You don't want to call them second line guys or third line guys. And Rodriguez, Edmonton needs to get a couple of their guys like Kane, Nugent Hopkins, guys like that to take some pressure off of Leon and Connor. And I think that they will tonight. I think, you know, we saw that they're moving Kane up to the second line. I anticipate him having a really good game tonight, and he could be a difference maker in this game tonight.
I want to get to all the players who are going to help shape what we're going to see in Game 6, but all postseason long, it felt like Paul Maurice had the right words to sort of set the stage for what we're about to witness, and that continued earlier today.
Paul, what does it feel like waking up in the morning knowing that you could win the Stanley Cup?
I think you asked me that 4 times last year. It feels just fine, thank you.
Unbelievable.
Hey, they had the opportunities last year. Remember, up 3-0 and went to Game 7. But, you know, Hank, I'll bring it over to you because, I mean, you've been in the situation where Edmonton's, you know, when you wake up and you know it could end tonight. You're so close to your dream, but it's right there. It's a big moment. What's this day like?
Well, I think do or die games, it doesn't get much better than that. Each
Uno
round,
más?
obviously, the closer you get to the cup final and
You're good.
to get closer to try to get that trophy, the excitement you feel is unmatched, you know, and I think
Yeah, you're
you
good,
have
dude.
moments throughout the day, maybe even between periods sometimes, wow, we put in a lot of work to get to this point. You want to make sure you leave everything out there. There's no regrets. And when you have that approach, I think it takes away the pressure a little bit because it is a big moment. You know, you don't know how many chances you get. So as long as you go out with an attitude that I leave everything out there, I know I've prepared the right way. I've done everything in my power to play my best. And we'll see if it's going to be enough. But obviously, it is a big moment, and the excitement is just awesome.
Yeah, the buzz is huge, Hank. I mean, what
There's a salad in there.
at the hotel, and all the
Salad.
was asking, man, you excited? The Cubs be in the building. Like the fact that you get to see this.
Oh, you don't want to make your poop chunky?
Once a year, it just feels so much bigger. feels so much better knowing that tonight you can see a Stanley Cup champion on the ice. In the first 3 or 4 games are outstanding, 5 games are outstanding, but after tonight's game, depending on who wins, we can see that
Salad is for
and the whole
losers.
white glove treatment and the history of the presentation. I'm excited, man. I'm so pumped for this game.
And Florida knows what this is like, right? They've been in this situation
Bro.
before. We always talk about how you take on the identity of your coach. And
The cupcakes,
you see what's
dude.
there. And it goes back to the start of Game 5 for me.
Yeah,
Seeing Brad Marchand in the tunnel with the guys, and after giving up that 3-goal lead in Game 4, you think maybe they'd be a little bit tense, but absolutely not.
No,
They
there
were
is.
loose, They were themselves, and they came in very early in that hockey game, established their dominance,
There
and
is.
really didn't look back until maybe, I'd say, late in that third period where it was junk time, and finally the Oilers were to get any type of sustained pressure.
Let's bring it to Brad Marchand, because obviously you look at Florida, they probably wouldn't be in this situation if they don't pick up that great pickup at the deadline. It's hard. Players can say, we're going to treat it and approach it like any other game.
Dude, I'm gonna eat some
You gotta say that,
cupcakes.
but to do it, but I think Brad Marchand is one of those guys. He enables maybe the whole team to have that sort of attitude.
So go eat 6
You
cupcakes.
look at Matthew Tkachuk, you look at Barkov, Ekblad's played unreal, and he's kept his emotions in check. I think it's a group effort, and you got leadership guys like Marchand and Tkachuk, but it takes everyone. Look at Sam Bennett. I mean, he just goes about his business. He runs through guys. He gets run over. He never gets mad out there. He doesn't seem to get mad out there, and he just does his job, and that goes through the whole hockey club.
I agree, boys. I feel like they all take focus off of one another, right? When you have 9 guys who have 15 points or more, I don't know if we've seen that in the Stanley Cup Finals since the New York Islanders days, where they won 4 straight Stanley Cups. So they're built with all that depth, and it's really showing, especially in these finals.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about this throughout these playoffs, about the culture they've created over the last couple years, and you start with ownership, and then you have the coach. Every time there's a press conference or the messages that's being said in the locker room, outside of the locker room, it's very consistent. And then you go through the lineup.
Matthew Tkachuk has to be the luckiest player ever.
Watch, and I think they've been so consistent in the way they've been playing their style of play over the last couple of years. It's just remarkable.
And the other thing they've done,
You're not wrong.
as a coaching staff and as a team, their lineup hasn't changed. It's been the same 4 lines throughout.
He
the
is
playoffs.
always in
It's
the
the
middle.
same 6 defensemen, same pairings.
He's always
They're
like
so
right
comfortable
there.
with what they have, and we look at the Oilers. Sometimes Draisaitl is up there. There was Brown was playing with McDavid for a little bit. They're
He's
looking
got a
and
good
searching
feel for the
that
puck.
combination. Whereas Florida, he just rolls the lines over, and he said it on TV in the 3rd round. There's games where I just let my players just turn over the lines. I don't even have to say anything. We just go. I want to go back to Marchand here quickly. Speaking of the lines not changing, since he was acquired, like he's a vocal guy, and they were never really a vocal team. And they lost some guys.
No, Brad Marchand.
He's been the perfect fit. And this
This
is the
guy.
leadership. Talk about being ready for face-offs. I mean, that kind of leadership that you're on your toes, you're ready, you're attentive, you're focused, and you're winning races to pucks. I thought he did that last game. He was tremendous. And then here's another example of it. On his toes, winning a race to a loose puck, and then he just totally beats the defenseman here. Wallman seals the stick off and goes 5-hole against Pickard. We're taking a second look at here, Biz. But that's great strength.
I'm gonna eat all this.
Talking about lower center of gravity and learning that from that suit, a guy that was strong on his stick and just taking that from him right away. But this is the play that, for me, guys, a little subtle play from Marchand, that this is why he's fitting seamlessly with Lucerine and with Lundell. He's coming to the defensive zone, and he opens his hips up and opens up and gives Seth Jones a target. Now, a lot of guys might have blown the zone, and if you're Seth Jones, you're looking at this numbers, Hank, number 63. That's a tough play for defenseman to make. When he opens it up, makes himself available, and Seth Jones, the defenseman for the Florida Panthers, has an easy outlet pass, and that leads to a couple of different offensive joints.
I remember watching Brad in that game, the first couple of shifts. You knew right away what type of Brad we're going to see throughout that game. He was holding on to pucks, making great plays, and to your point, those small details within the game that if you watch it quickly, you might not notice it. But we have the luxury of watching replays and discuss it and break it down. But yeah, a lot of times you can tell early on in the game, like who's going to push, who's going to make a difference in this game because he's ready to go. And he was definitely that type of player.
You saw the white gloves and the keeper of the cup, but you also saw 2 boxes. Conn Smythe Trophy is up for grabs as well, the playoff MVP. Possibilities right here, certainly McDavid and Draisaitl on the Oilers side, potential Game 7, and then we'll see what happens. But Sam Bennett, the 15 goals, been the road warrior throughout the playoffs, and then, of course, we mentioned the contributions by Brad Marchand, but you can throw Sergei Bobrovsky right into the mix as well there. He's been so good But as for McDavid, let's focus on him for a second because so much pressure is going to be on him entering tonight's. And earlier today, he spoke with our Darren Pack.
Well, Connor, thanks for doing this. And you and your team have proven to be a terrific team the last 2 playoffs with your backs against the wall. Number one, would you agree with that assessment? And why is that the case with your squad?
I do agree with that assessment. You know, we've saved off elimination a bunch of times. Gonna do it again here tonight. Why do I think that? I think we just got a real resilient group. You know, that's incredibly desperate to get this thing done.
Speaking of resilient, your goaltender is one of those guys. Later on in series, he gets better and better. Why would that be with him? And what would his personality be in this locker room in a game like this tonight?
Yeah, very calm, like everybody else, you know, calm, ready to roll, focused. You know, I think our team gets better and better as the series goes on, and he obviously is a big part of that as well. So his game gets better, our whole game gets better. Need a big one tonight.
So why are we going back to Edmonton for game number 7?
Because we're going to win. That would be why. Great opportunity for our group here tonight, and I think everybody's really excited.
All right, maybe not Mark Messier, game for the Rangers, but hey, there's confidence there, and this is why, like, basic elimination, points per game, Connor McDavid is number 1 on that list. But Greg, like, we've seen brilliance, but spurts of it. Like, do you feel like, have we even seen close to what his top level is?
Well, listen, obviously they'd like to be up 3-2, and he'd probably like to have a few more goals, but you're playing against the best team in hockey until somebody knocks them off, right? And defensively, they're sound with guys like Barkov. Bobrovsky's been great, but let me say this. Edmonton wins these next 2 games, and Skinner gets 2 shutouts back-to-back. Is he in the Conn Smythe? Because he did it with Vegas series where he had to shut him down. So he has the ability to do that. But listen, it's Connor's team. Leon's a great player, and they work well together. And I expect both of them to have their best game in the series tonight.
I think the one element they can be better on is the power play. I thought they were maybe a little bit too predictable in Game 5. How do you think that they adjust and change that?
It's obvious that Florida is being very aggressive, and they're taking that pass away from Draisaitl on the side wall there. I think they got to simplify things a little bit, get it to Bouchard in the middle. He doesn't have to hammer, but get some pucks through, grab some rebounds, create some controversy and some helter-skelter for the Panthers, because they'll get running around. They're very aggressive for killing penalties. But the Oilers, like you said, have been a little bit too predictable.
And, I mean, you're going into Game 6. You know pretty much what to expect on a power play, right? So we talked about this in the last game, that it's important for the Oilers not to be stubborn on the power play. Use the speed, move the puck around, and then take what's given, and not try to be stubborn and make those plays that they're maybe talked about making going into the game, but because of the pressure from Florida, again, it's going to be hard to, especially get it out to Draisaitl. They're aware of that play for sure.
Yeah, Florida's power penalty kill with Barkov has been outstanding. I mean, he should have been on that list too for potential Conn Smythe winners. It was a point a game. And you go back for the whole postseason, not just with Stanley Cup final. He shut down Kucherov, he shut down Matthews, he shut down Aho. He's done a pretty good job with Connor McDavid tonight. I think, Gretz, I'm like with you. I think we'll see one of those signature Connor McDavid games. We're going to have to. Because if we don't, Florida has to be
If we're wanting to go back to Edmonton, we need a game like that.
Well, you're going to have the wet blanket award, right?
Yes.
The trophies, you know, it's not as great, but it's different. Biz made it himself in his hotel room.
I left the wet blanket at the beach. There's going to be no DNA on that one.
Oh, that's not what anyone said. By the way, this is how Edzo got to the game today.
Room Raiders.
Ready to go.
Get the black light.
Whoa! Yes? How do you sleep at night? On a mattress from Mattress Firm. I sleep.
At the July 4th sale, save $500 on Tempur-Breeze and get a $300 instant gift. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night.
Doug. Okay, here's what you want to do. Save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
Are you a caddy?
No, I'm a Doug, and that's a lingo. Okay, I'm gonna putt now. Okay, I'm gonna watch you putt.
Oh, nice birdie.
Yes, he is a very nice bird.
Oh no, leave him! The cards!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
The DQ Sauce and Toss Chicken Strip Basket comes in your choice of honey barbecue or new buffalo. Layered with flavor from the top, bottom, and everywhere in between. Delicious from every angle. That's the Sauce and Toss Chicken Strip Basket. Get yours now only at DQ.
So why can't we say we're the best home shopping site? Because while true, you just can't say that legally. So I can't say homes.com is the best? No.
What if we jumbled up the words?
Homes best is com.the. No. What if we said it in Spanish?
Homes.com es el mejor.
No.
What if we whispered it?
No. Fine. What if he said it?
Homes.com. It's the best.
Mr. Freeman, I'm sorry, but we can't say that.
Say what?
Homes.com is the best.
Aha!
Homes.com.
It's the best.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing the new Zumo Stream Box from Spectrum. Now, you can watch your favorites, including live TV, on-demand movies and shows, and the most popular apps all in one place. Find what you want, faster and easier than ever, with our advanced search feature.
Do I see my dip anywhere?
It's streaming simplified. Learn more at spectrum.net/streamzumo today.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
We know this is
Fuck off, dude.
It's more than that. It's the whole
Just kidding, dude.
No,
I was just kidding.
I am what child hunger looks like in America. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 7 American children who struggle with hunger.
Can't have that.
This golden
Can't have
summer,
that.
the world's top soccer
The
clubs
world, and
soar into the United States, battling to claim this trophy and the title, World's Best. 32 clubs, 11 cities, 4 weeks, 1 world champion. FIFA Club World Cup continues on TNT Sports and stream on DAZN.
Baseball is back with MLB Tuesday on TBS and Max.
This is about to be turned up to another level.
I'm on the way like a road trip. On my way to the top, no, I won't slip.
Swing and a Messi got him.
Curtis Granderson, Jimmy Rollins, and the Hall of Famer Pedro Martinez.
This is up and gone. Made to the moment.
TBS Tuesday on the way. Let's go.
Welcome back. Opening face-off presented by Verizon. Getting set. Game 6 from Sunrise, Florida. The reigning champs 1 win away from going back-to-back. Edmonton trying desperately to force a Game 7 back in Alberta. Fans already in the arena, on the glass, and really hoping that tonight brings them another one of those banners. Of course, the big reason why they won the first one and have gone to 3 straight Stanley Cup Finals is the play of Sergei Bobrovsky in net. On the other side, Stuart Skinner is going to get the start tonight. So 2 questions. A, right call to bring Stuart Skinner in? And if so, how close to Bob does he have to be tonight for them to win?
Well, first off, I think it's the right call. Listen, he came out in Game 4 and played really strong in that first period. Unfortunately for him, the team didn't really show up for that first period, so he gets pulled loose in that for Game 5. In my mind, I thought that was the right call as well. Picker was 7-0 in the playoffs, but you know, he gets an opportunity because he earned this opportunity to play in Game 6. When you look at Bob, you know, he's been so consistent over the entire season, but also the entire playoffs. And coming up, we always talk about this, coming up with the big saves at the right time. There's definitely moments where you're going to have your team struggle and try to find that momentum back. That's when it's crucial to have a goaltender come up with the time saves.
And what's that phrase we talk about all the time, Hank? Goalie gives us a chance to win. Yep. And that's exactly what Bob did.
And find great games sometimes too.
Exactly. Those in the first period, those breakaway saves.
Absolutely. And obviously, they have so much confidence in him. And we always talk
Don't
about
push on the screen.
His skill, his
Hey.
technique, the way he competes, the
Duchess.
and everything. But in the end, it's about stopping the puck.
Don't
It doesn't matter
push
how you
on
do
the
it,
screen.
But also, it's when you do it.
Duchess.
To help your team get that momentum back. Because
Duchess.
momentum swings in the playoffs, I feel like it's such a big part of handling that the right way.
Gretz, when you see a guy like Bob,
No, you're fine.
he doesn't seem to
Don't
react
push
to
on the
anything.
screen.
Right? Just like
Please.
steady, calm, no pulse almost.
Right.
As a goal scorer,
You good?
Did that just annoy you? Like,
I couldn't see his face. The mask. You know, he's got the same personality as his team does. Nothing phases him. You know, one of the big things about being a goaltender is being unselfish. And you never see Bob kind of look at his arms like this, like a defenseman screened him, or how come you guys didn't get in the way? Like he just grabs the puck, shoot it to center ice, and let's move on. So he has the identity of the entire hockey club.
So he makes some early saves in a bunch of games, especially last game. We saw that. And the starts in this final have been huge for Florida. And it's something that we talked about, Edmonton lacking urgency perhaps early on in these games. The goal's 11-4 in the first period, but look at the bottom line there. Florida outscoring Edmonton 7-0 last 3 games in that first period. So Bob got a few early saves, let them breathe, and then it felt like there was a moment where this changed.
This was huge for me. You guys did a great breakdown of Marchand in the first segment as well. This is at the 16-minute mark of the first, and Oilers had actually had 2 scoring chances. But look at Marchand. We talk about that face-off ready. Great job and good jump on the puck. Great anticipation, and he's very shifty and elusive, winning a lot of his one-on-one battles, and he's hanging on to pucks. Hank, you always talk about how important that is, especially come playoff time. And after that's done, and after the few turnovers, look at Brad Marchand. He's the first man down. He's that safety valve. There he is again, another turnover. And what makes this line so important, when they're not scoring goals and giving their team the lead, they're setting up that next line for success. And you're going to see it here. They're going to get that O-zone change as this puck comes back to the neutral zone. They got all the energy in the world, that fourth line coming over the boards, and right there, they snatched the momentum, and they never gave it back in that first period, scoring 2 more goals after that. So that's what makes not only that third line so important, but of course Brad Marchand being great on those face-offs and being ready, boys.
It's one thing to just sit there and say we need better starts. I mean, I'm sure that's been said. How do you get better starts? How do you get a better sense of urgency?
Well, I think discipline, it needs to be there. The last time we were in this building, just the amount of penalties in that first period really hurt them. You prepare all day, you come out, you're flying, you're just skating well past it, but then you start taking a couple penalties, and suddenly everything changes. You're on your heels, and especially when you play a team that's so good on the power play. It really changed the momentum of that game. Even if Edmonton started well, the discipline got away from them a little bit.
And I would say also from the Oilers, quit flipping pucks out. You know, they didn't flip pucks out as much in the first 3 rounds. They're flipping pucks out more now. Of course, the Florida Panthers, yes, there's a lot more pressure against them, but Greg's one of the best offensive players that play this game. How hard is it to try to create the offense in the neutral zone when it's like if you're playing tennis, going back and forth, chasing the puck?
And I know their coach, Paul Coffey, wants them to go D to D and up the middle or straight up the middle. He doesn't want them flipping it out either. You work so hard to get the puck, and what good is it if you flip it to their defensemen, and now they're coming back at you again? We talked about the deep, playing so deep in the Edmonton zone. Well, they don't get a chance to move up because Florida's already coming back at them, 5 guys. They got to have more puck possession. Flipping the puck is not the answer tonight.
It's just one card.